All right, I was cut out the last video, but we gon' one monkey don't stop no show. So here we're gonna get into the channeled messages of 9/11. Okay, and I'm just gonna flow. So the first one is having to say no, life or death situations. Right. This number coming in, you gotta get that. No is a complete sentence. Say it with grace. Say it respectfully, but no. And no means no. Period. When people try to bypass your no, pay attention to that, because then people are a lot of times they like to break boundaries that are meant to be set up, especially for them. Okay. Now I'm not gonna be pausing and stuff like that. I'm just flowing. Another one is God calls you out. Heavy on that. God says you right here. I need you. And then the next one is your God's big guns. Because of that 11 significance, it's like that master number, right? That's one. And then 9, that completion. It's like God he sees fit to use you in many situations, despite what's wrong with you, despite what you got going on, despite the ugly, the ugly and the bad, right? 111. He still wants to use you. He loves you. Okay. All right. Next we have you'll see. Ooh, that's all. You'll see. Quotation marks and dots. Like you'll see. When this number pops up, I remember I made a video and it was like these things, like about prophecy. And prophecy says these things must happen. Now, I'm not 100%, but I remember I feel like I got confirmation where it was like a lot of things happen the way that they happen because they wouldn't have happened any other way. And if so, coincidences, I don't really think that a coincidence is so, there's significance in coincidences, very, very significant. Coincidences are very significant. Again, with that word significant, right? Significance. Okay, next we have an ancestral lineage makes a shift. So when this number popping up, knocking you upside your head, your ancestry, your generation, all them things, like your family, they're making a shift. It's probably because of you, but not to toot your horn too much, but I'm going to toot it a little bit because you deserve it. But there are things that you did that has shifted the minds, the hearts, the spirits, the souls of the people that surround you, and especially the children, right? Kids, they notice things more than adults. Adults are always flying around trying to get bills paid, trying to get the house, get dinner cooked when they get home, like all of these things, trying to make but the kids, they see through between the lines. They the ones you have to watch, right? But kids are very significant. They're closer, from what I'm hearing, to heaven. Okay. Next, we have healing events taking place. Healing events are taking place. Okay. And this connected to my situation, because God told me to also use my situation to prophesy and all these things, but not prophesy out of my heart in a sense of, where it gets kind of worldly and disrespectful. But no, using my life as existence, using my life as significant to my journey. Like my tia got me this. This just smells good. I don't know why I picked it up, but ooh, I love stuff like that. I'm a health and wellness coach. I'm a health and wellness person. So yeah. Oh, and the next, like a hurt loved one or self. So you may have experienced something like maybe somebody in your family has went around this time, something really significant, devastating, or whatever happens. But I want you to know that you're healing. God's not done. It may look really bad, but give it time. Keep letting it grow. Let it grow on you. Let God work on you, because all of it is happening for you and for the ones you love. Because that's what this is about, right? Even if God doesn't want us to be with somebody or around people, God knows love better than we do. And he knows that we move, he made us. So sometimes, like the Two Caterpillars song off of Encanto, that's a good example, because sometimes we have to be able to leave what we love for a while, Now, check in with God, of course. All right. Next is you're the cosmic gift. This number is heavy on like a cosmic gift type of energy, right? It says own it. Own who you are. Own your process. Own the work you did on yourself. Own the work you did in the physical. Own the work that you do in your dreams. Own the work. Own your heart. Own who you are. And strengthen yourself in it. Love yourself. I'm not telling you to build your ego up to where you can't hear nothing and nobody but you. I am telling you that God created you for a purpose. And it wasn't just to be a slave, or it wasn't just to be a part of all this mess. This is your shot. And I'm not telling you that, Pray for what you pray for. I'm not telling you that tomorrow you're gonna walk into a mansion and a new car. Maybe that's not what you need. Maybe that's not, God has us where He has us for a reason. I love God so much to the point like He reigns on the just and the unjust. He knows. It says in the Word, if we are able to give good, us being evil, to evil people, or those who are evil, are able to give their kids and people good gifts. Why won't God give you good gift, right? And the verse that I just read before I left the house said, what did it say? Hold on. It says, and it kind of concerns me a little bit, but it says that God made everything. Basically, He made the righteous and He made the wicked, even for the day of trouble. So however that fits and you see fit with it, boom. All right, so next we have your warning. Remember I said warning? Something is about to happen and prepare. Now I want to say prepare for the worst. We don't know if it's a worldly thing or we don't know. God is just saying prepare. Store your food. It's like a squirrel, store your nuts. Take some money and buy survival things. Take money to put things in your storage closet in case something goes down. Do what you got to do, but be prepared. This is your warning. This is my warning. Pay attention to the signs. Miracles, signs, and wonders follows those. God puts them on His people. Miracles, signs, and wonders follow those. And then your work you do in the spiritual within, it makes a difference. Okay. For example, you could be working so much on your inside and then go outside with sweats and a t-shirt on and people look at you like, the whole time inside is gold. You feeling like gold. You feel me? All right, so 1 second. And this is just I don't have really the best recording space. But anyway, here are some songs connected to 911's spiritual significance. Okay. 1, Own It by Drake. 2, Forever Don't Last by Jasmine Sullivan. So if y'all get on YouTube, there's a Jasmine Sullivan made a performance where she performed Forever Don't Last. And it's about 9 minutes and it's kind of like a blue, background. If you want to check that out. I love Jasmine Sullivan, especially her songs when she's, Next, another Jasmine Sullivan song, Holding You Down. This number it's about divine endings, divine completion. So this number is coming in to let you know that things are cycling out, right? Things have cycled out. And do your best not to go back into a cycle, in that cycle. Okay, this is a warning. Next we have Here We Go by Coco. Love me some Coco. Well, for the songs I know, I love her. That's another song where it's Here We Go. Last we have Mirror by Madison Ray. I can't remember, but it goes, you took my heart and gave it a home. I'm not about to sing for you right now, but if you look for it, that's what she says at the beginning. We made it through the aching parts, and I gave you my soul. It's like about an ending in a mirror. All right. Give y'all my notes. They're pretty good. We made it through the aching parts, and I gave you my soul. Ooh. All right. Okay, next is channel messages continued. And first I'm going to start with a little side notes real quick. But it says, you're in your element. You see that significance? You're in your element, right? And that is the best place you can be when it's you and God and everything that He wants and called you to be around in a moment, whether it's music, it's just magical, or your dream space. You're in your element. Whoever's catching this, you've gotten to a place. 911. Confirmation. And then the last star card, okay, that just pops up. I don't know. Anyway, so more channel messages. It says, be aware of karmic people. What are karmic people? Comment below. So what does a karmic individual to you look like? Comment below if you feel led to, if you would like to. What is a karmic person? What do karmic people look like in your situation, right? And again, we comment on videos to help others and for example, me too, Okay, next we have become aware of divine events and conversations coming into your life with God. Divine communication, and again, shift in ancestral lineage. So there's an emphasis on divine communication. Like God is it's like you're going into the next. We know this is about ending and a divine ending. So it's like, okay, God's gonna get with you as you get into this next one, right? But you got to be doing what you got to supposed to be do, taking your notes, praying, drinking your spring water, fasting, and even if you're not called to fast, if your God is calling you to grow, then you got to eat and eat the best and eat right and eat what he's calling you to eat, right? He put me through that season and it's so cool. But me personally, I heard these birds. Me personally, I like to eat and I like food, I have my moments. But if I could, I wouldn't mind being a vegan, right? It just feels cleaner. But don't get it twisted. Don't get me twisted. These birds. Anyway, next we have phone calls coming in. And then next we have, in regard to karmic storms, you or someone around you are, yeah. Oh, okay. In regards to karmic storms, you or someone around you are in the middle of a storm. The storm has passed. Oh, I put in the middle of a storm, and then I put the storm has passed, and then I put or in the eye of a storm, the middle of the storm. So basically, I mean, like, either there's a storm coming, you're in the middle of a storm, or you at the end of a storm. We just know that this is something about a storm. We had that confirmation, right? All right. So next we have, oh, okay. When seeing synchronicities, look up a Bible verse with numbers randomly. So say you see 111. Maybe go to a Bible verse, just randomly go 111. Maybe, flip to your Bible or go to page 111 in a book, right? And God gonna speak to you, okay? All right, next we have, you're the package. God gave me this word not too long ago. It was like, I made a TikTok on it and I was talking about packages. And when I got to the house, there was literally a package in front of the door. But my whole point of the video was the fact that you're the package. God had me seeing FedEx all last year, them FedEx trucks. And not just like I'm seeing, no. I'm talking to God, I'm going about my life. And I even applied because I thought he wanted me to work there. Didn't work out because he was using the FedEx logo as a sign. So when I looked up FedEx basically means keep moving forward. It has an arrow. In the E and X, I want to say, it's an arrow. And I can't remember what the Fed part is, but it's about moving forward. Keep moving forward. But FedEx specifically is you're the package, you're the one. And there are other readers, like one reader, I don't want to say their name because I don't want to get in trouble, but not reader. People who talk on, like this one lady, she says things like that. God speaks to her like that too. But so you're the package, but a package designed by God, tailor-made for you, is on the way. God has something made just for you, tailor-made for you, is on the way. Keep an eye out for that. God has something special for you. Yes, the world gonna world, things gonna happen, but why does God still love us and give us gifts? And this flesh is not it. This is a part. This is just that earthly experience, and it's hard. I get it. They say we're here for not that long, and we're not really here for that long. But if you ask me, the lifespan of a human is 120. Well, nowadays it's like 70 to 100. I mean, that can go by fast, but it's still like, that's still a long time. At least to me in my human mind, compared to God, where I believe one day to God is 1,000 of our years. You know what? So next, embrace the change. Embrace the change. Embrace the next level. Embrace the things that are coming in your life. Embrace who you are. Embrace the confirmation that God gave you. And I'm telling you to embrace, because you have people around you. I don't care if it's your family. We're not talking down, because everybody needs some type of healing. But you have spirits and people and influences that don't want you to grow, that don't want you to have what you deserve, that don't want you to have peace. The world, especially if you're a little bit older, I mean 30s or 40s, y'all had it a little bit rough too. We had good music in that time, but look at where, now. So me being in the generation I'm in, I'm a child of those in the 30s, 40s, 50s. I'm a child to somebody that, I'm at that time. So it's like, you see the difference. You see the pain that our parents and our grandparents had to go through. And it's hard because sometimes it's like we get antagonized, and and belittle and da da da. And in a sense, they want the best for us, and in a sense, they haven't worked through certain issues like they're from the childhood. But we got to realize we are coming now into more of a healing era than ever. So we really got to give them grace. I'm not telling you let anybody stump, jump, and walk all over you. But I am telling you we got to be better with giving folks grace, especially our family members. It hurts. I know it so well. It hurts. But I have to realize in myself that when I'm in those positions where I'm feeling disrespected or I'm being talked down to or whatever, you got to see why they're trying to pull you down to their level so that you can see and hear and understand them. And sometimes that is okay, but if it's causing harm to where you're having to belittle me and make me feel bad, you have to project, there we go, we have to project all the things that you didn't deal with. That's not okay. That's deadly. So when we go back to where it says you have a decision to make that's life or death, who and what is in your life that is, even if God ain't calling you to move yet, come aware. I see you for who you truly are. I can see your pain. I can see your past. And I see why you're doing this to me, because when you're looking at me and everything that I have going on and judging me by, it's hard for you to see who I truly am because of your pain. And even we get in those spaces where it's hard for us to experience and understand somebody and truly make a difference in somebody's life because we're too focused on our own pains and hurts. And I'm not saying that you don't matter and your feelings don't matter. Actually, on the contrary, because they do. The fact that they matter is that you're working through them, you're acknowledging them, you helping you understand. For example, if you experienced abandonment as a child and maybe you got, you grew up and you never know to recognize, hey, I moved like this because I felt abandoned by my parents, or I felt like I didn't get the attention or the nourishment by my mom or my dad. Well, so let me go ahead and get into it. Next we have let go of past and focus on personal growth and spiritual awakening. Heavy on the get into the spirit. Stay in the spirit, because this right here, out here, is going to forever be some, it rolls how it rolls. And God, that's why God says the inner man really matters. Okay? All right, so there's some ravens over there flying around. All right, so next, it's a sign of activation and strengthening of one's intuitive and psychic abilities. Now, again, I'm not a Christian, but I follow Christ. I believe in the spirit more than I believe in the flesh. I'm not perfect, but I do read my Bible, or I give my Bible significance, because God, but don't forget this. He wrote on our hearts and he wrote on our minds. It says that in the word too. God know how to get with you. It says God determines. I just saw this today. Thank you, Holy Spirit. We may roll the dice, but God determines how they fall. Okay? All right. So next we have redemption. Redemption. All right, I'm a little hyped. I'm going to let y'all look that one up for yourself. All right. And last, guys, we have something has or had to be cleared out in order for something new to be obtained. The old has to pass away for the new to come through. God said, I am doing a new thing. Do you not perceive it? He's doing a new thing, right? Look at the world. We are so diverse. In a sense, we're also divided, but we're so diverse, and also we're also sectioned off. But when we look at Americans, we are mixed the heck up for the most part, besides those congregated, or what's the word? Whatever the environments that, yeah. Nevertheless, I pray that this has touched you in some way in your soul and your spirit. If you have if anything in this video has would you look at that? I have to block this out. But if anything in this video has resonated with you, helped you, feel free to leave a comment, again, to help somebody else and even help me. All right. If you're maybe y'all are part of my soul family, maybe not. Or maybe you just, passing by like a leaf, and that's okay. I want you to know that you are loved. You are indeed blessed. You are going places in this life. And sometimes you have to accept being nothing at times. I'm not saying, oh, you're nothing. No, you are everything. But just some days you're going to, like I was listening to Jadina. She's really good on here. She had this video where she's talking about just embrace being nothing. Because we be so, especially those who like to plan or like they got to get stuff done, got like a little bit of a neurodivergent or autistic mind a bit and other stuff. We got all these plans. And sometimes we procrastinate. But we got all these plans. And sometimes we just need to sit in stillness and just be still and be nothing. And be okay with that. The first shall be last shall be first and the first shall be last. You will have more peace when you accept. Thank you, Holy Spirit. And just go with the flow with God. Don't let the world tell you who you are. Don't let the world tell you where you're going. Let God tell you. All right? I love y'all so much. I hope that this reached you in perfect timing. And stay blessed now.